Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream. Lar from Complete Test Success here. So in this live stream, what we're doing is we're going to have a few people come on live with me and I will ask them some IELTS speaking questions, give them feedback on the mistakes they're making, how to overcome those mistakes. So I haven't done one of these in a while, but we're going to focus on IELTS Speaking Part 3 in this live stream. In my live feedback lesson yesterday, I focused on part 2, IELTS Speaking Part 2 with the students there. So it makes sense for me to focus on IELTS Speaking Part 3 in today's live stream. If you have not already registered for my live feedback lessons, those are my free lessons on Zoom. You can join with the link I'm just sharing with you here now. So go to the comments, you'll see that link, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. So that is, you can sign up for my live feedback lessons. I also have mock speaking tests, practice IELTS speaking tests that you can purchase there. I have also got IELTS courses. So you'll find all of those with that link. Faisal Omari, I can't speak clearly. First of all, hello Faisal. So what is it that's stopping you from speaking clearly? So it might be your pronunciation. That's very likely what you mean, that it's not clear, the people cannot understand you. Or you might be referring to fluency, so you can't speak continuously. So depending on what you mean by clearly there. But like I said, you can come on live with me here and I'll be able to explain to you what your problem is, or potentially what your problems are. Hi Arzu, doing well, good to see you here. I saw you pop into the live feedback lesson yesterday, but you were gone before I had a chance to say hello to you. So hello. And Fabashira, I want to learn phrases in a simple way. So I recall you asking about learning vocabulary in an easy way last week in the Q&A that we did. I think you're going to be disappointed if you think that it's going to be easy. It's not easy. There's an effective way, and the effective way is to spend enough time researching the word that you fully understand how it's used grammatically in the sentence, what collocations it's used with, in what context it's appropriate, how to pronounce it, what type of word it is, that type of thing. So you do want to make sure you're learning enough detail that when you try to use it, you can use it correctly. If you just barely understand the meaning of the word, that's fine for reading and for listening. But if your objective is to use it correctly, then you need to study effectively by learning very much every piece of information related to that word or that phrase that there is to know. So no, there isn't an easy way, but there is an effective way. Okay. All right, so let's get this started. Basically, I'm going to share a link with you. You click on that link, come join me live, and I'll ask you a few part 3 questions. Hey Marivic, good to see you again. Okay, so this link here is to come and join me live. As it says join me live. So click on the link, you come in here, we'll share the screen together, and I'll ask you a few part 3 questions. As soon as I have some people coming in, we're ready to go. But if you're joining, you'll need to have a camera turned on, whatever device you're using. Hey Farzana, good to see you here. Arzu, I'm sorry for yesterday. I want to continue, but unfortunately due to my bad network connection, I lost. No problem at all. Mohammed Zunaid Hassan. I'm doing very well. Welcome to the lesson. Good to see you here, Mohammed. Okay. Shizaram, hello sir. First time joining you live. Great. Good to see you here. So today we're looking at IELTS Speaking Part 3. The last few weeks I did a Q&A, just question and answers on any part of the test. I think they were going pretty well, but I just wanted to mix it up a little bit just for my own sake, just to get a bit more variety. But also what I found was I was answering quite similar questions. So I thought for your sake, it would be good to mix it up a bit as well. Hello, sir. I have a problem in fluency in speaking. Okay, so again, join me live. I'll be able to give you some advice on that. Or for any of you who are too shy to join me live, as I was saying, I do have practice IELTS speaking tests that you can purchase on my website. So that same link I shared with you earlier on, click on that. We do a full practice test, give you your scores, and obviously give you advice on how to improve each of those scores. So for fluency, vocab, grammar, and pronunciation. Okay, so Prakash has joined me. Hi, Prakash. If you could just turn on your camera, we'll be ready to get going. Mohammed, it's my first time joining with you. Great. Another new student. Good to see you here. And another, Florence. Great. Good to see you here too. Wow, lots of new students. Good. Welcome, Zika. Good to see you here. Okay, so like I said, I'm just waiting on somebody to come join me, and then we'll get started with the IELTS speaking. While I'm waiting, I have some lessons for you, especially those new students. So if you just see here, it's complete IELTS speaking guide. So those are free video lessons that I've posted on Facebook and YouTube. So there are two links that are just here. There's one link. It's a bit messy on screen, but they'll work on your, if you find them on the comments. One link for YouTube, one link for Facebook, but they're the exact same lessons. Ernest, I'm doing good. Good to see you here. Rihad, hello to you. Okay, and we have Marivic with us here. So, you ready to go? Yeah. All right, let's get you in here, Marivic. So, hello. How are you doing today? You ready to go? Yeah.
Where's the others?
All right, let's get you in here, Marivic.
Hi, sir.
How are you feeling today? How are you doing today? You ready to go? Yeah.
Where's the others?
So, your test is coming up. Can you remind me when you said your test is?
Yes, sir. On April 9.
Okay, so coming up soon. Your test is coming up. Can you remind me when you said your test is?
Yes, sir. On April 9.
Okay, so coming up soon. Your test is coming up. Can you remind me when you said your test is?
What happened to the volume?
I have no idea. It's just going around in circles. I think I'll need to mute one of us, but I'll mute myself in a moment. So let me ask you your first question. We're doing part 3, Marivic. Going around in circles. I think I'll need to mute one of us, but I'll mute your microphone plugged in. So let me ask you your first question. We're doing part 3, Marivic. Going around in circles. I'm gonna. Can I remove you and we'll try and get you back in again? There's no way we can conduct it. Okay. So Marivic, I think if you just, what I'll do is I'll remove you, and if you try and come back in again, but it sounds like a microphone issue. Normally that happens when your microphone is, maybe you're using the microphone on, or excuse me, you're using the speakers on your laptop. So it's going out of your speakers into your microphone and then back out through your microphone, out of your speakers into your microphone on a loop, would be my guess. Hello to you, sir. Welcome to the lesson. And sir, please, can I get 7+ if I use less vocabulary in speaking test? It depends what you mean by less vocabulary, to be honest. I mean, you need to use enough range of vocabulary to get a band 7. If you need a band 7, you need to have that level of vocabulary. So is the problem that you have band 6 vocabulary and you need to get a band 7 and you're hoping to get a band 7 without improving your vocabulary? You know, I mean, with IELTS, and this is why IELTS is so difficult, is you have to fix every single problem you have. You're not going to get your score by avoiding your problems. You're only going to get your score by, you know, tackling them straight on. So if I'm guessing, but based on your question, I'm guessing that you don't have the vocab for a band 7 and you're hoping to get a band 7 without fixing that problem, and it won't happen. So you have to improve your vocab if you don't have the range and accuracy required for the score you need. There's no way around it. It is a matter of doing the work required. Hello to you. Not sure what that means, but welcome to the lesson. Dawa, hi sir, attending live from Bhutan. Great, good to see you, Dawa. Okay, Sova, do you want to turn on your camera there and we'll get you in? Hey, Sova.
Hey, Sova.
How are you? Can you just remind everyone where you're from and what scores you need?
I'm from Nepal and I need 7 on speaking.
Have you booked your test yet, Sova?
No, but I'm planning to.
For when?
After 2 months.
Okay, plenty of time. All right, so we're looking at part 3 today. And I'm going to ask you some questions about travel. Why do some people prefer to travel abroad rather than in their own country?
I think that reason might be to build a better career in their life and to attain educations in the university, which is very famous. Rather than, and if a person's got a certificate from a university like the Harvard, then definitely it will be easy to work and to get a high salary for them in their own country. So for these reasons, I think people would like to travel in the abroad.
Do you think traveling to another country can change the way people think?
I don't think so, because most of the people, especially the younger generations, they are attracted to the lifestyles as well as the education systems of the foreign nations. So I think that it will remain same as it is in the present situation.
Okay, I've just put you on mute just to take away the echo. Okay, so with your second answer, that was appropriate. Good level of accuracy with your vocab and grammar. With your first answer, so the question was, why do some people prefer to travel abroad rather than in their own country? So when we talk about traveling, we're talking about holidays. So what you're talking about is, you know, your situation, you want to travel abroad, or why students are doing the IELTS test, either to do, you know, to pursue a career abroad, or to, you know, attend a university abroad, do a master's or whatever. So traveling is about holidays, not about moving. So that's a different, not moving abroad, traveling abroad. So when you give an answer unrelated to the question, basically everything you've said is going to be ignored. It's not going to help your score. So you need to make sure you're directly answering the question. Whether it's you didn't understand the question, you can, you know, ask the examiner to explain a phrase. So you could say, I'm sorry, what does traveling mean? Or if you didn't hear the question properly, or, you know, you weren't focusing carefully enough, you can ask the examiner to repeat the question. So you had that option. Or did you just rush into the answer? You didn't give yourself time to think. But basically, that's as if you said nothing. So nothing, none of the good grammar, none of the good vocab, fluency, pronunciation, none of that counts towards your score. In the second one then, the issue is for you, the main thing that you would need to focus on is your pronunciation. Your sentence stress and your intonation. You have this set pattern where you stress like every third or fourth word. It doesn't matter which word should be stressed in the sentence. It's like when you are talking, you say about 4 words, and then you pause and your intonation goes down. I can't remember, maybe your intonation went up, but it's that pattern, and you just have the same pattern every single time. So it just for you, it depends on, it's called like it's dependent on like how long it's been since you paused last time. So you have this fixed pattern of sentence stress and intonation. That isn't the way that we use intonation and sentence stress in English. So that would be the main thing for you to focus on. There's plenty of time left before your test. It's not that you can't overcome it, but you need to like physically change the way that you're speaking, the way that you're stressing the words. So that'll be the main thing. Okay, let me unmute you here. Let me know if you have any questions.
How can I improve like the
Sorry, I just muted you there again. So I've shared some lessons with you on how to do it. Also in my speaking course, I have one-on-ones, so I would sit down with you and work through it with you. So take a look at those free lessons I shared earlier on. If you can figure it out for yourself, the information is there. So we're looking at these ones, Complete IELTS Speaking Guide. But if you need more guidance with it, I'd be able to provide that as part of my course as well. But it's really about breaking it down, learning what it should sound like, and then making sure that you can replicate that yourself. There are different steps and stages that you can follow, but you'll see that all there. So yeah, take a look at the free lessons. If you can't figure it out, let me know, and I'll try and find a place on my course for you. Do you have any other questions?
No, sir, I don't have any.
Okay. Well, good to see you again, anyway, Sova. Take care of yourself. Till next time. Arzu, there's an echo. Yeah, it's the I think it's with Sova not using headphones. I think that's where the problem comes from. Hey, Jervin. Good to see you here. Okay. So it's just talking to Sova about my course, and I've set it up so that there are lower priced options which weren't available, but I haven't really shared it. I haven't made it public yet. I shared this link in the last week's live stream, but it's not. I haven't broadcasted or made it public yet, so let me just share it with you here. There we go. I'll just label it new course prices. So depending on how much support you need, if you only need help with writing, if you only need help with speaking, how far you are from the scores you need, how much support, how much one-on-one support you need. So I've got a bunch of different options there. Nitesh, sir, add me, please. So what you're looking for, if you just scroll up, I know I'm after sharing a bunch of different stuff, a few different links with you, but you're looking for this one. You're looking for the link that says join me live. So I won't add you, you just click on that and you'll be able to come in here. Amber, sir, I need your link. Amber, can you explain to me what link you're looking for? And I'll direct you to the right place. Nia Matula, hello to you. Okay, so you all seem a little bit slow in joining today. Maybe you're a bit shy to come on live, and I understand that completely. I'm a bit shy myself, to be honest, getting more comfortable with it, but I know where you're coming from. The thing to keep in mind, though, is exam nerves are a big issue. So, if you're not able to communicate as clearly in the IELTS test because you're stressed and you're nervous, then this is really good practice for you, because you're probably in a scenario that's going to be more nervous than where you will be more nervous than you are in the real test. So it's actually really, really, really good practice for that reason. Prakash, sir, due to poor internet, I cannot connect with you. Sorry for that, sir. How can we join in Zoom? Yep, so in Zoom, if you're just looking for a one-on-one, let me find it here. There you go. That's the link you're looking for. It's actually the first comment from this live stream. So just scroll up to the first comment and you'll find it there. And Jubayer, ready? Let's get you in here.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Great. How do you say your name?
My name is Jubayer Rahaman, sir.
Jubayer. Am I saying it right? Jubayer?
Yes, sir.
Almost. Okay. Where are you from?
Sir, I am from Bangladesh.
Great.
I live in Dhaka. It's the capital of Bangladesh.
I know exactly. Yeah. Can you tell me, Jubayer, what score do you need in speaking?
My expectation is 7.5.
What requirements does why do you need the IELTS test?
Academic reasons, sir.
Okay.
I want to go as an international student from my country to another country. That's why I need IELTS score, band score, and sorry,
just
sir.
Make sure that you do need a 7.5. Like, for example, like when with the students on my course, if they need a 7 but they want a 7.5, I'll tell them to do the test when they're ready for a band 7. Because what you have to consider is, like, you've got to improve potentially your fluency, your vocab, your grammar, your pronunciation. That will take time. When you're ready for a band 7 and that's good enough, I would say go and do it. If you really need a band 7.5, of course, continue improving until you can get a 7.5. But it will take more time, it will take more effort, and really the outcome doesn't change. So I would say find out what score you need and aim for the score you need. Don't put yourself through more work than is required. That's my advice.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Okay, so I'm going to ask you 2 or 3 questions based on IELTS Speaking Part 3. You ready?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Great. Okay, your first question. So this is about travel again. Do you think it's good for children to experience life in a foreign country?
Yes, sir. I think it's needed for children to visit another country, another culture, and another environment. They should know. They should know. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm struggling to think of a good answer, but I can't. Now I am guessing. Guess.
How have holidays changed over the past few decades?
Sorry, sir. Could you please tell me? Sir?
How have holidays changed over the past few decades? How have holidays changed over the past few decades?
Sir, I don't know, actually.
Do you think it is safer to travel now than in the past? do you think it is safer to travel now than in the past?
No, sir, it's not possible.
Okay. So, might seem a bit cruel that I'm not helping you, but that's what will happen in the test. If the examiner can't give you any extra help, all they will do is ask you the questions. Some of them might do this. That means keep talking, but I mean, you have that idea already, right? You know that. Okay, so question 1, you had no ideas. Did you understand the question?
Yes, sir, I understand question, but I understood first question, but second two question I can't get.
No problem. So the first question, you understood it, but you start talking before you really knew what you wanted to say. So do you think it's good for children to experience life in a foreign country? So before you start speaking, just think of at least...
Yes, sir,
think about yes it is or no it isn't. So those are your options. So you say, just get it clear in your head first. Get your opinion clear in your head first before you start speaking. Because it seemed like you start speaking and straight away, this is the note that I made. I said, your fluency slowed down. What are you thinking about, vocab or grammar? And then you told me that you were trying to think of ideas. So that made sense. Also, your pronunciation came down. So Jubayer, seems like Jubayer's internet has frozen, but just the recording will be there, and Jubayer, you can watch the recording. So with question 1, you needed to decide if the answer for you was yes or no. That's the starting. That's where you need to start. And then explain why you think yes or explain why you think no. You can give an example if you want. So that's the first thing. Question 2, question 3, you didn't understand. So the options that you have there, and I was talking to Sova about this, the options that you have are ask the examiner to repeat. If that's not working, it's because there's a phrase you don't understand. So the second question was, how have holidays changed over the past few decades? Now, you cannot say to the examiner, what does the question mean? You cannot say to the examiner, can you rephrase that, please? But you can say to the examiner, what does the past few decades mean? And then the examiner will explain that phrase for you. Once you understand that phrase, you will know what the question means. Then you can, again, take your time, think of your direct answer first. After that, answer, develop. So that's what you were missing, was kind of the awareness of how to approach a question when you don't understand it. So I know I repeated those questions, so it must have been a phrase that you didn't understand. So if that happens to you or anybody else here, just ask the meaning of the phrase you don't understand. And you don't need to pronounce it correctly, because if you don't know it, you don't know how to pronounce it. But copy like roughly what the examiner said. So what does over the past few decades mean? The examiner will know what you're talking about because they have the question in front of them. Okay. Niyamatullah, hello. Prakash Sarjutapur. Oh, I looked at this already. Amber, sir, I need your notes for IELTS. Yep, so I shared some various different materials with you already. So take a look back through the comments. I'm after posting 1, 2, 4 different links. So you'll find plenty of materials there. Or if you have a specific question, let me know. How can I register? So if you're looking for my course, again, you'll find the link there in the comments. If you want to join now, again, you'll find the link in the comments. If it's something else, just explain to me what you need. I'll let you know. Sultan, sir, I love you. Thank you. Habib from Kishoreganj, Dhaka. No, Daka. Welcome. Good to see you here, Habib. I want to talk with you. Okay, perfect. So you'll find a link in the comments that says join me live. Just click on that and you'll be able to come in here with me. Hey, Sharafat. Sir, I want live connection with you. Yep, no problem. So again, back through the comments, and what you're looking for is that link. This one here. Join me live. So you'll find it whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you'll find it there. Join me live. Click on that link and you'll come in here. So none of the questions I asked Jubayer were about the ease at which you can travel. So not that wouldn't be relevant. Also, when you consider, you know, you're practicing speaking. So, you know, writing an answer for speaking isn't really going to help me determine your ability in speaking. I can't hear your pronunciation. I can't hear your fluency. And also in writing, it's much easier to have a better level of accuracy in your vocab and your grammar than it is in speaking, because you can make mistakes, go back and fix them. But in speaking, you need to, you know, you don't have as much time. So really writing an answer to a speaking question doesn't indicate much in relation to your speaking ability. Yeah, perfect. Is the link not working, Ernest? Oh, Ernest, excuse me. I read your name incorrectly. Ernest. Apologies. Hi, Loretto. So I want to sit for IELTS. Yeah, that it's just a matter of going to the test center and registering. In general, like I won't let any students on my course sit for the IELTS test until they're ready. So, I mean, make sure you're ready for the test before you join. Make sure you're ready for the test before you register for it. Because what you get then is what you'll find, you probably know people who've done the test 5, 6, 7 times and they failed every time because they weren't ready, and they're getting angry with the test and they're getting frustrated and they're losing motivation. So what makes a lot more sense is get the help you need, improve your ability, then do the test, get your scores first time. It's a much less stressful, less time consuming process to get the support you need first. But if you want to sit the IELTS test, just go pay the registration fee. They'll probably have times for you within the next week or two. To register, you're looking for BC or IDP. Hey, Stephanie. Tiplea, hello to you. Please, from Ghana, what is your time now? I am at 4:30 at the moment. Still going, Stephanie. So I have put aside a full hour, so there's another 27 minutes. I've only done 2 students so far. Find that link, click on it, come on in, join me. Habib, sir, I badly need a band 6. Yeah. So again, like I can't say if you're ready or not based on your message, but you know, just get the support. Make sure you understand how to do the test. Make sure you understand how to make sure you find out what mistakes you're making and how to improve further. Marivic, you cannot join. Okay, so maybe the link is broken. Let me share it here again. Having a bit of problem getting in, so I've just shared it with you again. Just called it link to join me live, and that'll be the newest comment now. How can I control my nerves in front of the examiner? So difficult, and I don't have a good answer. I mean, some people are naturally nervous. You know, if you're introverted, as I am, rather than, you know, extroverted, you will get uncomfortable in new situations like that. And it is a stressful environment anyway. I mean, there are breathing techniques. I mean, if you're into yoga and stuff, you probably know some good ways to calm yourself. But I mean, the best advice I can give you is just make sure you're actually ready for the test. Make sure you understand how it works, how to deliver. Make sure you have the vocab level you need. Make sure you have the grammar, the fluency, the pronunciation. Like if you do a practice IELTS speaking test with me and I'm telling you, yeah, you're capable of getting the score that you need, at least then you have the confidence to know that you're not going into a situation that's beyond your control. But nerves do stop people from getting the scores that they need. Like I've had students who are easily band 7, band 7.5, and they keep on getting 6.5 because when they're in the test, their fluency just, gets completely messed up because of the stress that they're experiencing. Respected sir, here saying no any joining option. I'm not sure about that, Amber. Oh, Marivic's here with me again. Hey, Prince. Habib, how much for IELTS? It's different prices in different countries, but it's always somewhere about 200 USD. Okay, Marivic, let's see if your headphones are okay. Different countries, but it's always somewhere about 200 USD. I think we have the same issue again, Marivic.
Hi, sir.
Let's see.
Sir, still there is an echo.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult to conduct a test like that.
Hi, sir. Still coming. Your voice is 3 times the repeat for my. Sir, still there is an echo.
We better leave it. I'll see you in the next live feedback lesson, right?
Thank you.
All right. Good to see you anyway, Rick. Take care of yourself. Stephanie's after making her way in here. Stephanie, just turn on your microphone. Turn on your camera there and I'll get you in. Sova, sir, your courses are great. Thank you. It's totally different from a course available on the market. I suggest everyone to buy your courses. Once they pay, they can access it for a lifetime. That is correct. Yep. Thanks, Sova. Yeah, they are very different. I think one problem with my course, I'm not very good at marketing. So one problem with my course is it just confuses some students. It's not a traditional conventional course. So the way it works is I show you how to do the test. You do practice. Based on what mistakes you make in the practice IELTS test, I'll send you to the pronunciation resources or the vocab or the grammar or the fluency. So depending on your weakness, I'm sending you to a different position, and it's a bit difficult to explain that. But when you're in the course, it's you do the lesson, do practice test, I'll tell you what to do next. So it's not that complicated for the students on my course. But yeah, it's something that I need to get better at, is the marketing side of things. But I mean, it is what it is. My teaching is the most important part, so I'm happy with that side of it. Okay, Stephanie, let's get you in here.
Nice getting you here too. Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I'm fine, and you?
Good.
Morning.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, please?
Perfectly.
Okay, that's fine.
Good.
I always miss your class. I think it's because of the time intervals in Ghana here and where you are. So how can you please help me? I just want to write it out. But I think you are doing
my live streams are at the same time. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, they're at the same time.
So please, which country are you now?
At the moment, I'm in Vietnam. Heading back to my home country of Ireland in about 5 or 6 weeks. I've been in Vietnam for 14 years. So it's a big move.
Okay, so I want to know the time, like the hours interval, so that I can join the class.
Well, what time is it for you? It's 40 minutes ago we started.
Can you please hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. So whatever it is, 40 minutes ago for you. Whatever time it was, 40 minutes ago.
Okay, now it's 9:40 here.
So 9 o'clock
in
Ghana
Ghana
time.
here.
9 o'clock Ghana time every Tuesday and
Oh, okay.
Thursday.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I'll join you.
No problem. But I will be taking time off.
Yeah, I want a personal class.
While I'm going back to Ireland. Say that again, Stephanie.
Okay.
Can you say that again?
Oh, okay.
Ah, internet connection. You couldn't join me. That is unfortunate. Habib, is it possible to get a band 6 without taking any preparation? In speaking, I think speaking, reading, and listening, if you've got like a really, really good level of English, you can get a band 6 without any preparation. With writing, no, not so much with writing. But a band 6, you know, not having the exam techniques required for the higher scores, you'll be okay if your English is really good. But for writing, like for example, if you're doing academic and you don't have a good overview in writing task 1, you're not going to get a band 6. If you are doing general training and you include the wrong tone in your letter, you're not going to get a band 6. In task 2, if you don't directly answer the question, you're not going to get a band 6. So there are things about writing that you need to know, but if you've got a really strong level of vocab, grammar, pronunciation, fluency already, you could probably be okay for the other parts of the test without any preparation, because you need a band 6. For a higher score, it would not be possible. Okay, Prince, let's get you in here. Hello, Prince.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. And how are you?
Doing good, doing good. Are you working hard on improving your scores?
I'm trying.
Good. Can you remind me what score you need?
7.0. A band 7.0.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions about sports. Why are some sports fans so passionate?
Why? Come again?
Why are some sports fans so passionate?
Okay. On that one, I would say it mostly depends with what is available, what people have introduced you to. So some people will prefer the game that they were introduced to by someone, and then of course as time goes by, because it's adaptive, you adapt to it, and addictive at the same time. So you find that one is going to enjoy what they frequently watch and what they've been introduced to. So I think that's what I would say on that one.
Is there any violence at sporting events in your country?
Here, usually it depends. It depends with the people. But mostly the violences, we do not have much violences when there are games here, because we have police officers around, that meaning the security is intense. So we have good security, and then those, they usually come in whenever there is violence. So people are usually scared to start such fights during game time. So that one, we don't usually experience that here.
Do you think athletes are good role models?
Yeah, especially when you look at the health aspect, you notice that mostly people would want to to join the athletes because they want to exercise, and by so doing, you find that people will be more people will be encouraged to do the same. So to me, they are, because of course, apart from the exercise that one is going to, they're going to be fit health wise, there is also the aspect of just liking. People like to watch. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So with the first question, did you understand that? Did you understand that first question?
I don't know, but I feel so.
Again, so we're talking to the other students earlier on, just saying if you don't understand, ask the examiner to explain the phrase you don't understand.
Okay.
Or you can ask the examiner to repeat the question. So the question was about, let me just repeat it here. Actually, I'll just put you on mute for a moment just to remove the echo. So the question was, why are some sports fans so passionate? So why do they love the sport so much? Is basically what it means. And what you described is why people follow a particular sport. So you're more like what you explained was why do some people follow football and some people follow cricket. But I didn't need to know that information. The question was, why do some people, like their whole world, it revolves around the sport that they follow. So it's about their passion, why they love it so much. So your first answer was irrelevant. Then the other answers were okay. Your grammar and your vocab are generally good. Very good level of accuracy with your grammar. Nice range with vocab. Some small collocation mistakes, but nothing too concerning. But the main issue at the moment would have to be your fluency. So to get a band 7 for fluency, they say it's can develop your answers, something like that, without noticeable effort. So it means that you don't have to try really hard to develop your answers. And for you, it looks that you are really concentrating, really focusing a lot to get your full sentence out. So I don't know if it's the environment or if in general your fluency isn't at a band 7 level, but that would be the area that you would need to work on most. And that's just a matter of, you practice speaking English more. The more you practice speaking, the quicker it will flow from you. That would be the main thing for you to work on. Okay, so let me unmute you and see, do you have any questions at the moment?
I really appreciate. At least I've got one or two.
Okay, so
yeah,
that gives you an idea of what to focus on for now anyway. So
thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Prince, and good to see you again. Take care of yourself.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll probably have time for one more if someone wants to jump on. Okay, Sharafat, how can I get rid of hesitation? So with Prince's, in Prince's case, it just doesn't speak English. Just doesn't speak English often enough, and therefore there are more hesitations than there should be when he's speaking. But for other people, it will be they don't have the vocabulary that they need to describe what they want to describe. So it could be vocab related. So it could be, you need to stop and think, or maybe you don't have the word and you're trying to think of what else you can say instead. It could be if you're trying to improve your grammatical accuracy, or if you're trying to work on your pronunciation, that would reduce your fluency as well. So it just depends on your specific situation, really. There are multiple reasons for it, but in general, it's going to be one of the ones that I mentioned. Hey, Myra, good to see you. Sepiso, Hello to you again. Marivic, very welcome. Pity the microphone didn't work out. Hello, Mena from Egypt. And Jarvin is here. Okay, looks like you're having a little chat there, Tui. I'll just jump past these. Habib, no problem. No problem. Happy to help. How can you join my classes? So there are 2 links that I shared up above. You'll find them there. Also, you can email me here, lar@completetestsuccess.com. So if you can't find the link, just email me and I'll be able to help you out there. So how can I improve my speaking? So again, it depends on your problem. And a lot of students, especially IELTS beginners or students who, when I'm working with them initially, they'll ask that question where they're thinking of speaking as one thing, but you need to break it down into different sections as they do in the IELTS test. So you'll have your fluency, your vocab, your grammar, your pronunciation. So you can't work on all 4 of those at the same time. So if you're trying to improve your speaking, first figure out which of those are you working on. So choose one, and then even within that, go deeper again. So if you're working on your pronunciation, what about your pronunciation? Is it your ability to pronounce a specific sound? Is it your ability to pronounce consonant clusters? Is it your ability to have the correct sentence stress or intonation, the intonation patterns? So, don't just try to improve speaking, but, work specifically on the things that you're having problems with. And then that's another reason why it's very important to get feedback from an IELTS expert, be it myself or another IELTS expert, but they'll be able to tell you okay, your speaking score is 7776. The only reason you're not getting a band 7 is because of your pronunciation. The problem with your pronunciation is that you're not using sentence stress correctly. So if you can get somebody to tell you that, then you're not trying to improve your fluency, vocab, grammar, pronunciation. You're just trying to improve your sentence stress, because that's the one thing that's stopping you from getting the score you need. Fix that, go do the test, get your score, move on with your life. So it just, there isn't a simple answer to that question. It depends on you. And this is why, there's so many classes, around the area where I live, there are classes where a teacher will have, 80 students in a classroom, and they'll have lessons for, 2 months, twice a week for 2 months, but they never give any feedback to the students. So students go in, they figure out what the IELTS test is about and what to expect, go and do the IELTS test, and they don't get their score, and they still don't understand what they're doing wrong. And that's why, without getting feedback on what you're doing wrong, you won't know what you must do to improve your scores. So that's basically, that's the most important part. You do need to understand what to do, and then you need to figure out what you're doing wrong. Arju, hello there. And I can't find the links. No problem. I'm going to finish up here because there isn't anyone else joining me. But Many, you can just email me, like I said, lar@completetestsuccess.com. Tell me what links you're looking for. Or if you want to actually just tell me in the comments right now. I'll share it with you right here. Save you the effort. But what links are you looking for, Mena? I have another few minutes, so I do have time to share it with you. And then we'll finish up for today. For those of you who haven't entered my competitions from Sunday, I posted a question on Sunday, a writing question. Respond to that question, and on Thursday I'll choose a winner, give them a full essay correction. I also made a post about a lucky draw for the IELTS speaking test. Put your name under that. I will also choose a winner and arrange a time for that. With the person who wins. There, I didn't finish my sentence. Okay, Mina, I need to join your private classes. Okay, So what you're looking for is the link. It says new course prices, or at the very start, free live feedback lessons. There you go. Or like I said, just email me here if that's easier for you. Hi, Nitesh. Mena for IELTS preparation. Yep, perfect. So either use the link there or just email me is probably easier. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Okay, so no one else is joining me. No problem. Let's finish up a little bit early. Next week, I'm not sure. I'll either do a Q&A or another writing live stream. But I have that live stream on Thursday this week anyway. So I'll see you there. I got 5.5 last thinking, but I need 6.5. So again, I know that's disappointing, but why did you get 5.5? Whatever it is, you're likely going to need to improve all fluency, vocab, grammar, and pronunciation before you get a 6.5. But you know, you might be getting 2 6s and 2 5s at the moment. So you need to understand what areas you need to improve and how much you need to improve each of those. But again, if you want help with that, Tota, let me know. Send me an email. Let me know. Prince, I think it's just anxiety. Otherwise, thanks so much. Keep trying. Okay, so anxiety with answering and the fluency. I mean, that would make sense. That would make perfect sense as well. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for today. Everyone, take care of yourselves. Best of luck with the test if you have one coming up soon. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.